Good evening, Rossmoor. That's it. Now, we're about to introduce Stanley Middle School, one of two other schools that are here tonight in the 27th annual, think about that, 27th annual Generations in Jazz Foundation annual Generations in Jazz Festival. And when the curtain goes up, and it's not going to go up yet, don't put it up yet. The new director of music is Todd Minson over there, and he's here tonight with his, yes, give him a big hand. And I know his predecessor is in the crowd because I saw him. Bob Thade is here. Give Bob a big hand. All I could say is after 27 years, it doesn't get boring. It gets better. And tonight's a great opportunity for you to see what happens when you put students and seniors and great intentions together, and you get to enjoy it. So with that, let's listen. You didn't come to listen to us. You came to listen, I don't think. Okay, so the order tonight, it's Stanley, and then after that, it's going to be Northgate High School Jazz Band 2, and then the Rossmoor Big Band. With that, the stage, the curtains are going to open, and it's Stanley Middle School Messengers.
Good evening, thank you. We're going to start with a Joe Zawinul tune entitled Birdland. Thank you very much. I always forget the soloist. So that featured Gabe on the cornet, Emmett on the trombone, Jack on the guitar, Ileana on the piano, and Jonathan on the alto saxophone. There's a lot of recordings of the next tune we're going to play. One of the more famous ones that I can recall, and one of my favorites, is made famous by Frank Sinatra. This is Fly Me to the Moon, and this is going to feature Eliza on the piano. Let's hear it for Eliza on the piano. Thank you. So this next tune is a Bobby Timmons tune made famous by Art Blakey and the Jazz Messengers. This is Moanin', and this is going to feature a whole bunch of people. Let's see who I wrote down here. This is going to have Maxim on alto sax, Gabe on cornet, Jonathan on alto sax, and then we're going to have a sax duel between Max and Noah. Enjoy Moanin'. And Tayo's going to lead us with the piano solo at the beginning. Thank you very much. Thank you. Our next tune is a famous Count Basie tune off of, it was recorded on the Atomic Mr. Basie album. This one is a Neil Hefti arrangement called Splanky. Thank you very much. That was Ileana on the piano and Jonathan on the alto saxophone. We have one more tune for you guys tonight, an oldie but a goodie. This is In the Mood. And you know, if you feel like dancing, it's okay. It's encouraged. One. And 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right, let's have another round of applause for the Stanley Middle School Jazz Messengers. Woo! Under the direction of Todd Minson. Great job, you guys. So without further ado, we want to introduce to you the Northgate High School Jazz Band 2 under the direction of Roberto Garcia Leyva.
Thank you so much. That was a nasty bit of blues. We hope you thought it was nasty, right? And that featured the wonderful Robin Count on tenor saxophone, Abby Hogue on trumpet, Carly Rosenblatt on tenor saxophone, the incomparable Grayson Farrar on bari sax, and the incredible Adam Kordelewski on drums. All right, up next, we're going to slow it down for you. This is When I Fall in Love. We hope you enjoy. All right, thank you so much. We've got one more for you. This is Sabor de Cuba. We're going to bring out our percussionists, and we are going to feature a couple soloists, and we'll have a special guest as well. So our soloists on this piece are going to be Daniel Haro on trumpet. We'll hear from Jordan Wu on trombone. You'll hear again from Grayson Farrar on bari sax. And then we like to call them double trouble. No, we don't. We don't. But the two Aidens will be soloing. We'll hear from Aiden Fisher on alto saxophone, Aiden Cooper on flute. And we'll be bringing out our very special guest. Mr. Greg Brown is going to sit in and take a solo with us, too. So we hope you enjoy. It is such an honor and a pleasure to be here. Northgate has been participating in the Generations in Jazz Festival for quite some years now. This is my second year at Northgate, but it's such a joy. And as you can see, we're having fun. We hope you're having fun. And let the music continue. Thank you so much.
We're about to kick off. You've heard enough. You saw the other two bands, and now it's time for us to showcase the 27th annual Generations in Jazz feature, the Rossmoor Big Band. And before we do that, I want to just say how thankful that I am that you are all here. It's a joy to showcase the work of these young students and the, if you will say, more seasoned students in the band, okay? And because they do range in age, they get along just really, really well, and the one thing that bridges them is the chocolate milk. Would you say?
I agree.
Yes, that it works very well. So, is there anything you'd like to say, Andrew, to the crowd about your experience with the Rossmoor Band?
I really like Rossmoor, and I really like the snacks there. So, yeah.
Okay. Cheers to you. Cheers, Mo. To you, Greg. Ladies and gentlemen, the big band of Rossmoor. A 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Roberto Garcia Leyva on the piano.
Roberto Garcia Leyva, back on piano. Great job. Take the A train. Thank you, Roberto. So we have Todd coming up. What a joy from Stanley School to feature Todd Minson and one of his former students, Luca Nishimoto. Is that right? Nishimoro. Yeah, is that right? Nishimori. Yes, we got it. Are you coming up, Luca Nishimori? There you are. I got it right. What a great job, huh? My Foolish Heart, Todd and Luca. So now I'm going to turn the bandstand over to Greg Brown for a couple numbers. Yeah.
Oh, did you know
Did I?
Todd was Luca's teacher?
No, well, I don't think I knew that. So, that's good to know.
Is that a special moment for both of them?
I think that was a moment for all of us
Yes.
to see the student and the teacher together on such an amazing song. And it was one of our own because that was a Frank Como arrangement. And Frank was our own arranger for 20 years, and so imagine the heart and soul that he put into that song, and we get to share it with the generations. Now at Stanley School, a generation later, So yeah, that was great. Okay, so you're going to wait, there's a first coming up next.
That's right.
Okay, you want to talk about that? I'm going to get off stage. I'm going to go back in the trumpet section where I can do some damage for you.
Okay.
Okay, right. and you take it from here, okay?
All right, Mo. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are so fortunate to have many arrangements written by Frank Como, like that last one, but we have just a few written by his wife, Roberta. This next one, Route 66, was written for us by Roberta Como. So we also have a first. We'd like to introduce, for the very first time on the stage with the Rossmoor Big Band, our new vocalist, Kayla Barrientos.
If you ever plan to motor west, travel my way, take the highway, that's the best. Get your kicks on Route 66. Well, it winds from Chicago to LA, more than 2,000 miles all the way. Get your kicks on Route 66. Now you go through St. Louis, Joplin, Missouri, Oklahoma City is so pretty. You'll see Amarillo, Gallup, New Mexico, Flagstaff, Arizona, don't forget Winona, Kingman, Boston, San Bernardino. Won't you get hip to this timely tip when you make that California trip? Get your kicks on Route 66. Now you go through St. Louis, Joplin, Missouri, Oklahoma City is so pretty. You'll see Amarillo, Gallup, New Mexico, Flagstaff, Arizona, don't forget Winona, Kingman, Boston, San Bernardino. Won't you get hip to this timely tip when you make that California trip? Get your kicks on Route 66. Get your kicks on Route 66.
Yeah, Kayla Barrientos. Will Brinkert from Concord High School on tenor sax. All right. All right. Another first. This is the first time that Christopher's played a solo with us. This is Christopher Voita from Campolindo High School. I had the pleasure of working with the students at Campolindo earlier this week, and we were working on improvisation, and I said, which one of you is the guy or the gal who raises your hand every time the director says, who wants a solo? Christopher raised his hand. All right. So Christopher's going to play a special song for friends of ours, the Arnolds. This is Misty. Once again, Christopher Voita on alto saxophone. from Capilindo High School. The trumpet solo was played by Mr. Alex Hong from Northgate High School. How about some Carlos Santana? Evil Ways. All right, thank you very much. Our Latin percussion section. Tate on the drums. Kai on bongo. Mike on timbal. Tatiana on clave. On tenor sax, we had Will Brinkert from Concord High School. And on alto sax, we had Matt Stark from Northgate High School. All right. Yeah. All right. We have another first tonight. This is the first time that this gentleman's played a solo with us. Meet Ed Chow. Ed is going to play the Benny Goodman favorite, Memories of You. Ed Chow, clarinet. I don't remember what school Ed goes to. All right. The next piece that we're going to do is a little-known piece by the Count Basie Orchestra. This is called Orange Sherbet.
That was Abby Hogg and Nathan Joseph on solos on that. I wanted to say thank you. And now, where is Mary Fettig? Should be off the wings here someplace. Mary, are you here? Mary Fettig. Someplace close. So, I'm going to introduce Mary in a second when she comes out here. I think she's putting her horn together. I met Mary some 20-some years ago through Lafayette Summer Music Workshop when we were putting it together, but also through my daughter who took lessons from her on saxophone. And we went to see Rosemary Clooney at the San Francisco Symphony, singing with a symphony, and who's in the middle of that orchestra? Testing, it works. How's that, Mary? That's exactly what she did. She waved at me in the middle of the San Francisco. They're warming up the orchestra, and my daughter and I are walking up the center aisle, and there is Mary Fettig in the middle of the San Francisco Symphony Orchestra because Rosemary Clooney calls her when she comes to town to play with the San Francisco Symphony Orchestra. And that's a true story. And the rest of the story is, in the middle of the San Francisco Symphony Orchestra playing that day, Rosemary Clooney does this to her throat, which means cut the orchestra. And she says the following, after the orchestra stops. She goes, I travel the world, but only when I come to San Francisco do I have a treat to play with Mary Fettig. And the entire orchestra, isn't that true? And Mary's response, her normal response is a wink. That's all you get. That's how humble she is. Mary Fettig, welcome to the 27th annual. And you were here in the beginning, and you were here way in sometime in the beginning. Anyway, enough of that. Welcome, Mary Fettig, and the next song is a duet with Mary and Greg Brown. It's called Ballade, and we're going to kick it off. one more huge round of applause. That was Ballade, written by Frank Como, and Mary and Greg on Ballade together. And the Rossmoor Band, that was a stretch. Great job. Interpretation of a different style of music for the band. That was really great. A good learning experience. Well, our signature piece that Frank Como wrote in his later years, just before he went up to the big band in the sky about 5 years ago, was the Fred Astaire medley. So we're going to kick that off right now. We love to showcase this piece of music. It is our feature piece. So Fred Astaire medley in the Rossmoor Band. We only have about 4 pieces or so left. So hang in here. We know it's getting late and it's been a long evening. We hope you're still entertained. Hang in here, okay? One, two, three, four. Wasn't that a great number? Yeah, Fred Astaire medley. Kayla's going to come back up and sing. What a Wonderful World. I'm going to try her last name for the first time on a microphone. Here goes. Kayla Barrientos. Hey! Did I pass? Hey, I get it, huh? That's so great. Over to you. Sure. What a wonderful world.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue, clouds of white, the bright blessed days, the dark sacred nights, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry, and I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry, and I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Ooh, I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Ooh, yeah.
Kayla Barrientos from DVC.
Well, we're coming in for a landing. We only have, okay, this is the honest truth always. This song, and then there's Mary. One more time on my favorite song, Here's That Rainy Day. Oh, yeah. And then the treat of treats, we have Ben Ebert here on Big Band. And then that's the last of the show. So we have 3 songs. This is it. This is Great Scott. This is with Greg, Matt Stark, Will Brinkert, and Athena Zapontis. And this song just cooks. Okay? It'll go fast. Or slow. Sounds like a Union Pacific train coming up the railroad track, doesn't it? One more time, all four of you together. Try that. Listen to this. Yeah, it's a freight train. Yeah. Okay, saxophones. You guys ready? Oh, yeah. Two full bars of four. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. How about those 4 saxophones out there on Great Scott? So this band recorded with Mary this exact song probably 15 or 18 years ago. Here's That Rainy Day, and it's my favorite recording of the Rossmoor Band, and it's a joy to hear it again and have Mary back on the stage with us. And there's lots of love back and forth between the band and her and the students that she has taught through the years. So here's That Rainy Day with Mary Fettig.
Mary Fettig. Beautiful, Mary. All right, our final number. But before we play that, everyone, thank you for being here. Thank you for being a wonderful, wonderful audience. We really appreciate you being here. Mo.
How about Mary Fettig and the Rossmoor Big Band? That was just great. And Greg, you did a great job directing that song. That's one of my favorite songs. And have Mary Fettig here with the band and brings back many memories from years back. Thank you, Greg. Thank you, Greg Brown. So this is our closing number. This is the last song. This is a special song. Frank Como was here for 20 years. Lionel Hampton's a ranger in New York City, and then he moved here. And one of the last things he did is he wrote a song for a person. And he said, I never wrote a song for a person in my life. I don't name songs after people, but I will for the best timekeeper that I ever met. His name was Ben Ebert. He was a student at Acalanes High School. I'm going to write this song called Big Ben for Ben. Ben, would you stand up? Ben is here. How many years ago was Acalanes High School?
Too many.
Many years ago. Say 10 or 12 years ago. He's back tonight. Special guest to play for the first time back to you. Big Ben, our closing number for the Rossmoor Big Band at our Jazz Festival. This is Big Ben, and that is Ben. And I won't drop the microphone. Oh, and I want to thank Gerald back on soundboard back there. Would you give him a big hand? We can't do it without you. And also Maxfield, who's doing all of the graphics. Maxfield, stand up, would you, darn it? Maxfield, where are you? Maxfield, where are you? Oh, he's hiding. Okay. Thank you, Maxfield. Okay, Big Ben. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3.